everybody. Beautiful day here in the Olympic Stadium, and yes, it would be something if the British men could get anywhere near, to be honest, to the British record. The women, one of the stars collectively of last night, and I think it's just added a little bit to the big crowd that's turned up here today. Still people coming in. They've enjoyed the IPC event earlier on, and now looking forward to a fantastic afternoon. Mo Farah just leaving the track, and of course he will be our last event, the 5,000 meters. But as Gabby said, we'll begin with this intriguing relay. And of course this is an event, the women's relay and the men's, both 4x1s and 4x4s, where we definitely are looking for medal chances and places in the team. Very much up for grabs. Team not set yet, you wouldn't think, but the A team tonight, or today, is James Dassoul on the first leg. Adam Jamili, who ran so well in the 200 meters last night, he goes down the back straight. James Ellington will be, as ever, on the top bend, and CJ Ujah will bring it home. So we've had a little bit of a change of lanes here. Great Britain now moved out to lane 7 because the French have scratched Jimmy Vico, who won the 100 meters last night, has a little bit of a twinge, so no French team here. So we've got Brazil, Canada, the B team for Great Britain, an all-stars team, the A team for Great Britain, Jamaica and the Netherlands. No Usain Bolt, of course, in the Jamaican team, but still pretty strong team for them. So I just think that the one interesting factor may well be on this first leg here, because there's the Brazil team. They'll be pretty strong with De Barros, Dos Santos, Da Silva and Vides. Then we'll see a pretty strong Canadian team, but we'll go through them now. That's Akeem Haynes. Ajamale will be down the back straight. Then there are two big sprinters, Brendan Rodney around the top bend, who won the 200-meter championships, and Aaron Brown. But this is where the intrigue sits for me. Richard Kilty, he would love to run the first leg in Rio, of course he would. Dassoulu's been given the nod here today, but what if Kilty were to beat Dassoulu? It's always difficult in relays, isn't it? But he's a good starter. Dassoulu has been given this job of being the lead-off man. But is that first leg up for grabs? That B team is Kilty, Harry Aikens, Zuriti, Danny Talbot and Ogier de Boren. That all-stars team led off by Kim Collins. There is Dassoulu. A little bit disappointing yesterday. Really good conditions. Saw so many great performances, but not in the men's 100 meters, it has to be said. Jamaican team led by Everton Clark. Then they've got Michael Frater, hugely experienced on the back straight. A little unusual for him to be in that position. Julian Forte around the top bend, the 200-meter runner, and Damar Forbes, who should be in the long jump later on today. Netherlands on the outside, Solomon Bakari competed in front of his home crowd in Amsterdam at the European Championships. No Chirandi Martina in their team. There's Jamili. I know he was a little disappointed. I think he's been really tough on himself. 20.07. Suffering from a little bit of a cold this week. Didn't run in the 100 meters. Chose just the 200. It wasn't too bad at all. And now Jamili on the back straight. He'll take the baton from Dassoulu. A team in lane 7, the B team in lane 5. Kilty on the first leg for the B team. Safely away. Dassoulu moving well away from Kim Collins. Kilty is taking a couple of meters out of Kim Collins. Dassoulu to Jamili. Let's watch the change. It's a good change, solid change. The B team got the baton as well, but Great Britain A in the lead at the moment. Now Jamili to James Ellington round the top end. That's another good solid change. Also the B team going well. It's Great Britain 1 and 2 here. Now will this be safe? CJ Ujah away and going, got it safely, a very safe change. B team not too far away. Eda Boren, the youngster, chasing down CJ Ujah, not much in this. Britain 1 and 2, who wins it? It's the A team! 37.80, whoa, that is fast! I said, Colin, that they won't break the British record, they nearly did. And the B team has run one of the quickest times. That's now been taken down to 37.78. just 0.05 of a second of the British record, and I think one or two changes that could be a little bit better. It was good, it was solid, but as the women yesterday, I think particularly the last change, wasn't it, with Dina and Daryl, then perhaps that last change was a little bit safe, and some pressure from the B team, but two fabulous runs by both quartets, but almost a British record. Just talk us through this, Colin.
You know, Steve, what was very significant there, that both of these teams are under pressure because they're running for places at Rio. So when we're talking about pressure and making sure that battens are getting round safely, they both know exactly what is necessary here. And for me, what's so impressive that they've done exactly what we wanted them to do. Under pressure, delivered fast times, and they've destroyed the field, haven't they? 37.78 for the A team, 37.81 for the B team. And as you said, Steve, spot on. There's a few changes there that could be a little bit stretched, some of them a bit safe, but do you know what? I would rather them be safe and run like that and put themselves in really good contention for a very strong medal at the Rio Olympic Games. And what I love about it, again, Steve, is that the fact that we have real choices, and that's going to be important.
I'm just wondering whether CJ was a little tired from, it almost looked as though, he was being chased down by Adeboran, the youngster, running very well. Just tightens up a little bit here. I mean, the record was there for the taking, but nonetheless, as you said, two great performances. So, as Colin said, the 37.78, a world lead, and the B team, well, we can't take two teams, but goodness me, if we could, they wouldn't do bad, would they? 37.81 for them.
Well, guys, just 0.05 of a second off the British record, but the B-boys pushed you close.
Of course, it was great strength from both people, from both teams. We've kind of run the quickest time for 5-6 years now, and we managed to put two teams out there that managed to do it, so it was a strong team performance from everyone.
James, the exchanges looked fairly solid.
Yeah. I think we pushed it a bit further out than we did in the Europeans, but I mean, there's still a lot to play with, and again, the depth we've got now, we've got two teams that just runs 37, which is amazing. So.
Well, the battle for places will hot up, and there's room for improvement from this quartet.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, all of the lads, we're still a bit tired from yesterday. I mean, Adam was in the 200, James was in the 100, so definitely room for improvement.
And Adam, you must have enjoyed that. Decent run in the 2 last night, 20.07, and followed it up just outside the British record.
Oh, we were close, but we were pushing for it, but we're glad we were able to get a world lead, and what better place to do it in front of a home crowd. That atmosphere was amazing, so yeah, it was brilliant.
Good stuff, guys.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Well, there you have it, 37.78, a new world lead, 0.05 off that British record, which goes all the way back to Seville in 1999. Great Britain B with their super times, 37.81. Canada, no de grace for them, of course. They will be quicker come Rio, and of course Jamaica will be a bit quicker than 38.35, but they were a long way behind the two British teams.